fantastic beats and where to find them. Joe, can you plug this in? I want to hear some fantastic beats. Oh, it's fantastic beasts and where to find them. Well, I was ready to rave. Welcome, Throttlers! Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is directed by David Yates. It's written by J.K. Rowling, the same author of the Harry Potter movies, and of course this movie falls into the Harry Potter verse. Eddie Redmayne plays Newt Scamander. He comes over to New York from England with a briefcase filled with monsters, fantastic beasts if you will. They all get out, Ghostbuster style, and he's gotta go catch them, Ghostbusters style. No, not that Ghostbusters, the good one. There's a lot of moments in this movie like this. So Eddie Redmayne's character, he's a guy who's a zoologist, a cryptozoologist, I guess, if that's a thing. You get a real sense that this guy loves these animals and they're really crazy and some are really creepy. And I ain't just talking about Ezra Miller. And brings them back to their natural environments, and that's why he comes over to America. The movie takes place in New York around the 1930s and 1940s, and you've got all these characters in the United States, and they are an underground magic society. It's where people with magic go. Ezra Miller, the Flash, is in this movie. He is super intense. I thought he was a little bit over the top. However, Colin Farrell, Bullseye, is also in this movie, and he was really good. He's just a good actor. He just brings a realness to who he's playing. And of course, Eddie Redmayne just won the Oscar for Theory of Everything, playing Stephen Hawking. And the guy's great. I mean, he's one of the best we got, so keep giving that guy work. He's super charming in this movie, super likable. The special effects are fantastic, so to speak, but there are some moments where it's just cartoony, where Eddie Redmayne is sort of looking past the eyes of the CGI monster in front of him. So that kind of took me out of the movie a little bit. It kind of just looks like a cheesy green screen type of thing. Am I right, monster? You're such a beautiful monster. You catch the drift. This movie does very much have that look of Harry Potter. Of course, David Yates directed a couple Harry Potter movies, but I gotta admit, I'm not a fan. I know, it's a big deal. I'm not a big fan of magic in general. I know I liked Doctor Strange a lot, but the movie was fun, and I feel like it's part of a bigger universe where there's more varied superpowers, and magic is just one of them. In the Harry Potter verse, just everything's kind of a wave of the magic wand and your whole apartment's clean. Or you just wave the magic wand and your car insurance is paid for the month. Or you wave your magic wand and you get a different president. That's not a very compelling thing to do, that if you're in a situation where you can just get out of it by waving your magic wand. For me, you gotta limit those powers a little bit in order for it to be more interesting. But this movie's directed well, it's got a lot of charm, it's got a lot of like fanciful stuff where they're like, well hello, would you like a cup of tea? Good day sir, alright, well how do you do? And yes, tip of the hat to you. A lot of that kind of stuff, which if you like that kind of thing, then, I don't know, go watch this movie I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of that. There were a lot of people there dressed up, a lot of cosplay, dressed up like Harry Potter and from that universe, and that was really fun. I just don't share that feeling for these movies. And there's something about those magic movies where they just talk in a lot of those weird magical phrases that I can't deal with it. I don't like it that much. Where they're all, E pluribus unum, and then everybody learns the magical incantations, and I'm just like, alright, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. It's not for me. I'm too much of a muggle to like these movies. Muggle struggle is real. People really seem to enjoy themselves in the theater. I was like, okay, because the pacing is a little bit off for me. It starts to get to a gallop and then kind of halts, and then gets back up to a gallop and then halts again. And I thought the movie was kind of over, but then there were like 25 more minutes to the movie where it just felt like obligatory. Like they just had to like put in that big old Hollywood movie ending. I kind of tired of it. And during that 25 minutes, I felt myself wanting to look at my watch, but nobody wears watches anymore. So I wanted to look at my phone for the time, but I did not want to take my phone out in the movie theater. You shouldn't do that. It's a bad thing. Don't do that. So when there's magic in a movie, there tends to be a lot of deus ex machina. And that is a Latin term, to be pretentious, which just means right in the nick of time you're saved by some outside force or some unexpected thing. I just can't deal with movies that do that a lot. Not to be confused with the movie Ex Machina, which doesn't do that. It's just a really good movie. Deus Ex Machina is literally like when the hand of God just intervenes and takes control of the destiny of the movie out of nowhere. Not to say that this movie does that, but there are aspects of that type of technique in these magical Harry Potter movies, and maybe you like that. I happen to not be a big fan of that. That's why I give this movie 2.5 froze out of 5. I don't know, I just didn't like it that much. Sorry. But I could see if you're 9 years old to 11 years old and you like the books, you'll like this movie. Well, that's my review. How about you? Are you going to see Fantastic Beasts and where to find them? Let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite Harry Potter movie? I promise to watch all of the Harry Potter movies. I did see part of the third Harry Potter movie and I thought it was quite good. So I should probably watch the rest of them. My fault. What's your favorite movie with magic in it? Mine would probably be The Monster Squad. Does that count? One of my favorite movies that has magic in it, or magicians in it, is The Prestige by Christopher Nolan. I read the book and watched the movie, and they're both really good. The book's last third, it definitely diverts from where the movie goes, but I think the movie does take it in a really cool place. If you haven't seen The Prestige yet, I definitely recommend it because it kind of leaves you with a creepy feeling at the end of it. And there's some elements of science, and there's some elements of magic, and there's some real-life figures like Nikola Tesla, played by none other than the late, great David Bowie. For that reason alone, you should watch the movie. Very important figure in history, who is responsible for how we power pretty much everything today. And they named the electric car after him 100 years later. That dude needs more props. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. Definitely subscribe to my channel, and remember, you can always help me out by clicking the like button and sharing these videos with friends and your mama. If you want to find out how you can help real-life Fantastic Beasts, I'll leave you some information in the description below. I'm Aristotle Full Throttle, your bro in the know with the fro, and I'll see you later. E pluribus unum! I'm so much of a muggle, I need a huggle. I can juggle. These are my socks. I got like 500 black socks, but none of them match. Yo, I got your Fantastic Beats right here. Good day, sir.